Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Esports Simulation League All-Star Qualifier event. 50 laps, 13 drivers, only one is going to make it into the show for tomorrow night. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 24, Zachary Taylor, and to his outside, the number 1 of Antoine Bernoulli. To the inside of row number 2 is going to be that number 86 of Rich Pratchard, and starting to his outside in that 96 car is Berto de Moya. Starting in row number 3, the number 87, Zachariah Buzzman Lawton. And to his outside in the Twinkie powered Ford, the number 33 of Dougie Zoom. Big Dog James starting in 7th place with Eagle Madavi to his outside in that number 88 Camel powered car. Doug Britton in that number 40 starting in 9th. Cody Bullock starting 10th. Fox Highwind in 11th. Jamie Dobbs in 12th. And Dylan Herberton rounding out your field in 13th. Coming through 3 and 4. That pace car getting ready to duck onto the infield. And we are about to go racing. All-Star Qualifier style. Green flag is in the air and we're racing here at Charlotte. All 13 of these drivers have one mission in mind, and that is going to be that top spot. Zachary Taylor out to an early lead, but Rich Pratchard looking down to the inside, coming down the backstretch. He's going to take that second spot away from Antoine Bernoulli. Bernoulli going to try to fight to the outside, but Buzzman is coming down to the inside in that number 87. He's looking to make up a couple spots fast. Zachary Taylor out to a early lead. He's got a little bit of a gap between these guys. If they keep battling side by side, he's definitely going to pull a little bit more on them. Coming out of 2, 1 lap completed. And they're still side by side for second. Bernoulli just doesn't want to give it up on the high side. He's finally going to lose that spot to Pratchard, move that number 86 car up to P2. Berto de Moya falls in line in 4th position. And as they fall in line, look at them boys catch Taylor in that 24 machine. Didn't take them much time at all to close that gap up. And we have got a battle for 4th as Big Dog James is sticking his nose in there underneath De Moya. Going through 3 and 4, the 27 is going to take that spot, move him up to 4th position. We've got a battle for the lead or second place. There goes Antoine Bernoulli. He's going to pass Rich Pratchard. Everybody side by side in the back behind him. And down to the inside, Antoine Bernoulli looks to turn number 3. He's going to hold that bottom line, and he's going to take that spot from Zachary Taylor. New leader, number 1, Antoine Bernoulli. Big Dog James has moved himself up into 3rd place, and Rich Pratchard is now under fire from Berto de Moya in that number 96 car. You see that number 87. Buzzman is leading that second half of the pack. Cody Bullock battling with Eagle Madavi in that number 88 machine. Fox Highwind trying to get around those two. Cody Bullock going to take that spot from Madavi, and Highwind's going to follow right along on inside. He's going to take that spot away from him there at the line. 5 laps now complete out of 50. And this is the show. Doug Britton taking a look down to the inside of Dougie Zoom in that number 40 machine. Not going to be able to do it as Jamie Dobbs is going to come to his outside. Not a lot of momentum going with that 40 at the moment. He's going to fall back in line, and we got a battle for the lead. Zachary Taylor battling to the inside, but Berto de Moya is going to come by on the high side. He's going to take 2nd place, getting pushed by Pratchard in that number 86 machine. Pratchard's going to go past Taylor and take over 3rd spot. And that is going to cycle that 24 back now. Big Dog James looking to go to the outside of that 24. That 24 falling back very hard right now. 3 wide as we go into turn number 3. Taylor's going to hold on in that middle line against Buzzman and Bullock. Those two now going to battle it out going down the front stretch. lose tonight. Only thing to gain is that one spot in the All-Star race. And these guys are putting on a show. Buzzman trying to take that spot away from Fox Highwind. Eagle Madavi going to move in behind and give him a little bit of aero push. And that's going to allow the 87 to get by that 57. And there comes Dylan Herviton, one of our fast movers of most of our races we've had this year. Started in the back and is now working his way up. He's picked off 4 spots and is looking to take on that number 87. But Dougie Zoom's going to look to make it 3 wide, but the 22 holds off as Dougie Zoom and Lawton, or Buzzman, tries to go after that spot. Antoine Bernoulli still your leader up front. Berto de Moya holding on to second, but it's Big Dog James on the move, sitting in 3rd position, eyeballing that 96, trying to set him up. Those 3, you could throw a blanket over top of them. Big Dog James has moved up 4 spots from his original spot and is working on that number 96 car. As you see de Moya get a little bit loose going through 3 and 4. And they are right on Bernoulli's bumper, side by side as they go across the line. Big Dog James is on his way to the front, no doubt about that. He's going to take that spot away from Berto de Moya, move that number 27 up to 2nd place. See Zachary Taylor in that 24, tailing right behind. He's still running up in the top 5. Rich Pratchard rounding out your top 5, but he is under fire from that number 11. About to go 3 wide into turn 4. He thinks twice. Zachary Taylor going to take that 3rd position away from Berto de Moya. But de Moya's fighting hard on the outside in that 96 car. All this battling for second is allowing Antoine Bernoulli to pull away a little bit and allowing the rest of the pack to start catching up. Oh, and they almost get close. That 24 and 11 almost touched, going through 3 and 4, battling side by side hard here. 12 laps now complete. Good side by side racing here. Pratchard on the inside of Bullock. You see Eagle Madavi go way wide in that number 88 car. And he's going to get past Pratchard along with Buzzman and Bullock. So that high side working a little bit when it pinches down that lower lane. Pratchard trying to work his way back up. Now being shown 7th place. Antoine Bernoulli's got almost a half a second lead, and as I say that, Berto de Moya closing that gap along with Big Dog James as the 27 comes into the picture. He is not done yet. He is one hungry dog as they come across the stripe. 14 laps complete. The 27 running P3. Antoine Bernoulli out front still for this one. Coming through 3 and 4 is that 27. Going to make a move on that 96. He's got a little bit of a run. Going to look to the outside coming out of turn number 4. And they're going to be side by side as we go across the stripe. 35 more laps to go. He's not going to be able to do it on the outside. He's going to have to fall back in line. And as I say that, coming out of 2 with the momentum, on the outside, Big Dog James takes over spot number 2 from Berto de Moya, and he's on his way towards the front. Coming out of 4, got a lot of momentum. Looks to the high side of Bernoulli now coming down the front stretch. Not going to be able to do it down the front stretch. He's going to look to the high side in 1 and 2. Can he do what he did to de Moya a lap ago? Not going to have it this time. He's going to fall back in line. Coming out of 4, he's got a little bit of a run. Can he do anything with it going through 1 and 2? That one car's been pretty strong all day long. Moved his way to the front, hasn't looked back, but that 27 car is on a mission. Getting a run down the back straightaway. He's going to look to the inside going into 3. Not going to be able to do it as the 1 has the preferred line going into the corner. Gonna try it one more time going through 1 and 2. No, he's gonna follow right behind him, use that draft, and try to get a run coming out of the corner. Got 1 blocking that number 27, making sure he stays out front. And look at the gap that he just pulled on a 27, just totally killed James's momentum. As Berto De Moya is going to look to his outside going down the front stretch. Not going to be able to get there as they go into turn number 1. They're going to go side by side. Oh, as I say that one more time, the 96 falls back in the line behind that 27. Cody Bullock there in the 11 working his way past Buzzman in that 87 machine. That is a battle for 4th position. See Eagle Madavi in that 88 in the thick of it as well. Coming across the stripe, Buzzman's going to have it that time. 20 laps complete, 30 more laps to go. The 11 car gets close to that apron there. You know, you don't want to hit that apron. That will send you around real quick. And as I say that, it looks like we've got a battle for the lead once more. Big Dog James to the inside of the number 1, and he's going to take that spot. New leader, number 27. See if Big Dog James has anything to say. Can he put a gap between that 1 car? Or is the 1 car going to use that draft and stay alongside? We'll have to go and see. But as for now, Big Dog James is your leader. Antoine Bernoulli sitting 2nd place. In 3rd, that number 96 car, Berto De Moya. Buzzman Lawton in that number 87 machine is running 4th, with Cody Bullock in 5th in that number 11. In 6th place, Eagle Madavi in that number 88 camel powered machine, and Fox Highwind running 7th in that number 57. Rich Pratchett is under fire in 8th from Zachary Taylor in 9th. Jamie Dobbs running 10th, Dougie Zoom 11th, Doug Britton in 12th, and Dylan Hermiton rounding out your field in that number 22 machine. And as we've got some time here a minute, we're going to let you have the sights and sounds of Charlotte. So go ahead and crank it up. As we come back, we are halfway through this one. 25 in, 25 more to go. Big Dog James still your leader. 6 places up from his original starting position. And Antoine Bernoulli sitting in 2nd place with a nice run coming out of Big Dog, coming out of turn 4. See if he does anything with it. He's going to look to the outside. Looks like the outside is the passing lane that he wants going into turn number 1, but Big Dog going to hold on to the inside. Will Bernoulli have a run running that outside coming out? Is he going to look down to the inside? No, he's not going to have time to get there as they go into 3. Roberto de Moya still running there in 3rd. See him just at the edge of the picture there, trying to catch up to these leaders and have a little say in what happens in this race. But right now, your 2 leaders, Big Dog James and Antoine Bernoulli, putting on a show for everybody. Back and forth a couple times. And we'll have to see if the one has anything for the 27 in the closing 20 laps of this race. So far, that one has been out front, but now, Big Dog's time to shine. He is pulling a little bit of a gap on Bernoulli now that these tires are starting to get worn in and get normal. The track's starting to wear a little bit, and that we're starting to see everybody space out. Actually, we see a couple side-by-side battles around the racetrack. One of them looks like it is Rich Pratchard and Fox Highwind racing back. Looks like Rich Pratchard got the better end of that deal, as you can move him up to 6th place in that number 86. As I say that, we have the battle for the lead is heating up one more time. Bernoulli has caught the bumper of Big Dog James in that 27 car. With 20 more laps to go, it's starting to heat up here in Charlotte as these 2 leaders are going at it. Berto de Moya just trying to hold on in that 96 car. Showed a lot of speed at the beginning, but now that these tires are wearing in, he's kind of hanging back, and we've got the battle. There it is. Bernoulli looks to the inside of Big Dog James as they go down the backstretch into 3. They're side by side. The inside lane's got more speed as Bernoulli's going to take the lead away from the number 27. With 29 laps to go, the new leader, number 1. Sorry, 19 laps to go. Leader is the number 1 car of Antoine Bernoulli. Big Dog James, you know he's not going to give it up that easy. Took him a few laps to get by the 1. Let's see how long it takes him to get there again. A great pass pulled off by Bernoulli, leaving the number 27 out to dry on the outside. That little bit of a battle did help Bernoulli catch up just a little bit. See if they try to go at it some more. That 96 might not be out of it just yet. You see Cody Bullock in the number 11 car running 4th, trying to catch your leaders, with Rich Pratchard and Buzzman in that 87 battling side by side behind him for 5th. Leaders still going at it side by side through 1 and 2. The 27 trying to run that high line and get the momentum coming out of turn number 2. Let's see if he can get a run. But Berto de Moya in that 96 is caught up to him. Does he have anything to say about this? As that 27 pulls away from him a little bit through 3 and 4. Antoine Bernoulli trying to run away from this. Big Dog James on the chase, running P2 right now. He tasted that lead and he wants some more of it as he comes down the back straightaway. He looks a little bit faster than the 0-1. Draft might be having something to do with that. But as you see, he closes ground through 3 and 4. Not being able to do anything down the front stretch. 15 more laps to go. This is your battle for your final transfer spot for the All-Star race coming up tomorrow night. As Big Dog James loses some momentum, it allows this 1 car to slip away. Not going to let him slip away that far as he gains a lot on him through 3 and 4. 2 car lengths separate these two as they go into turn number 1. It's now 1 car length. As that 27 has caught up to the 1 once more. Looks like Big Dog is running just a little bit higher line than Bernoulli in 1 and 2. That might cost him a little bit, or if he's trying to get momentum, that could be the deciding factor. But Bernoulli's still holding a 1 car length gap as they come across the finish line. Single file all the way through the pack as our focus is on your leaders. Berto de Moya trying to make it a 3-way battle in that number 96 machine as he's catching your leaders. He's got a big run on Big Dog as he looks down to the inside, going down this front straightaway. They're going to be side by side as they go into turn number 1. Big Dog James on the outside trying to use that momentum. He's going to hold on to P2. Berto de Moya trying once more down the backstretch. Going to try to go side by side through 3 and 4. Not going to be able to get there as Big Dog James has that speed on the outside. But doing so is allowing that 1 car of Antoine Bernoulli to pull away. Now about a half a second gap in between him and Big Dog James in that number 27 machine. And with 11 laps to go, these guys battling is allowing that number 11 machine of Cody Bullock to catch up. Don't count him out. That car has got some speed. He's been working at catching these guys the entire race. And he is now not that far back. He's the fast mover of our race so far, up 6 spots from his last position. And he is gaining on your leaders quite fast. So that 11 car might have something to say for the win as Berto de Moya goes to the inside of Big Dog James. He's going to take P2. 10 more laps to go as they go down the back straightaway. Bernoulli leads, de Moya in second, Big Dog James in third. Berto de Moya trying to close that gap to Bernoulli now. Can he do it in these closing laps? We've got now 4 cars up front that could win it. Anybody could take it. We never know what's going to happen here in the Esports Simulation League with these guys. But they do put on a show as Berto de Moya gets within a car length of Antoine Bernoulli, running 3rd place most of this race. And with 8 laps to go now, he's right on the leader's tail. Big Dog James falling back a little bit, might fall into the clutches of Cody Bullock. But de Moya looks to the outside, he looks to the inside. He is setting up the number 1 car. We'll see what he has to do to win this race. Following right in the footsteps, trying to get that draft. That is going to be so crucial for these guys in the last laps and trying to catch up. As Cody Bullock looks to the inside of the number 27, he's going to go for P3. 27 was just leading a few laps ago, and now he's fallen back to 4th place. Move Cody Bullock. Oh, not yet. I spoke too soon. The 27 battling hard on the outside is going to hold on to P3. Berto de Moya just not able to catch Bernoulli at the moment, as there's a 3 or 4 car length gap in between them as they go across the stripe. But Bernoulli with a head of steam drives on the outside. He's looking to the outside, and he's going to move up into the front spot. Move Berto de Moya to P1. Big Dog James now going to the inside. He's not going to be able to look to the inside of Bernoulli. But what a swing of events. Berto de Moya takes the lead with 5 more laps to go. running P3 behind the leaders, just waiting for his time to strike. Cody Bullock is falling way back and is now falling into the clutches of Rich Pratchard in P5 there. Not sure what happened to the 11 car. Might have just overdrove it a little bit. But he is falling back very fast. So we'll have to see what happens there. Looks like he's gaining his composure on the inside against that 86 and is going to battle back to hold on to that 4th position. But that was interesting on why he fell so far back. But as we hit 4 more laps to go, we are going to stay focused on P1 here. Berto DeMoya currently in that spot. Antoine Bernoulli's been leading most of this race, and you know he wants it. So he is going to do what he can. 3 or 4 car lengths separates these guys right now as they come out of turn number 4. There's only 3 more laps to go. Just over 5 miles left to go in this race. And Berto DeMoya is pulling away as Big Dog James is going to be now battling with Antoine Bernoulli in that number 1. And this battle is exactly what Berto wants him to see. A little bit of battling, a little bit of space. Big Dog James not able to do it on the outside. Antoine Bernoulli's going to hold on to P number 2 on the inside. But with 2 more laps to go, can he catch Berto DeMoya? He's got it within a car length. He's looking to the outside. He's looking down inside. 3 car lengths, now the gap. As they come through 3, Berto DeMoya looks like he's got this one in the bag, but anything could happen as he comes out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go in your ESL All-Star Qualifier. Berto DeMoya has it. Bernoulli wants it. Through 1 and 2. Out of 2. 1 long back straightaway. 1 more time as Berto DeMoya has put almost a half a second gap on Bernoulli. And that is going to seal it, folks. Coming out of 3 and 4. Checkered flag is in the air. Your winner, Antoine Bernoulli. Sorry, Berto DeMoya. Antoine Bernoulli coming in second. Big Dog James in that number 27 machine coming home 3rd. Cody Bullock in the number 11 coming home 4th. Rich Pratchard in that number 86 car finishing 5th. Zachariah Buzzman Lawton in that number 87 machine coming home 6th. With Fox Highwind in that 57 coming home 7th. Eagle Madavi finishing 8th. Dylan Herviton in that number 22 machine coming home 9th. Zachary Taylor in 10th. Jamie Dobbs in 11th. Doug Britton in 12th. And Dougie Zoom rounding out your field in 13th. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night, the ESL All-Star race. Berto DeMoya has punched his ticket, and he is going to the All-Star race tomorrow night. For everybody here at Esports Simulation League, thanks for coming out and watching, and we will see you tomorrow night for the All-Star event of the season.